CD Lamb would never.
It's Ian's fault.
CD Lamb would never. That's a good one. All right, so we supporting the ice change. We have Ian, master of wealth management.
I appreciate y'all. Love y'all dearly.
Master investor scientist.
I just told him, yo, like, I was doing one of my Twitch streams last week, and dudes in the comments were like, nah, yo, y'all got to get Ian up there. I'm like, Ian kicked it with us.
Ian,
nah. I'm like, that's the homie.
Ian and Shad and the guys have made a name for themselves.
Indeed.
I love that.
Rather quickly.
I just did Roots Picnic, correct?
I don't know if that comes with sex or not for you guys. How are pod groupies? How are you guys handling pod groupies?
Wait, they got.
You
they
thought
got
I was
pod
here to
groupies?
just talk wealth?
Hey, I'm handling them well.
Hey, Ian, he thought I was just here to, boy, he thought I was here to talk stocks and shit. Pod groupies, yay or nay?
Those exist?
What?
They definitely exist.
Hey,
You know they exist.
I don't know that.
I don't know that they exist.
I stay away from
wealth
them.
podcast groupies, even worse.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
Boy.
Oh, yeah, you talking about
you know
my
why?
buddy.
Because you're not getting the bartenders, you getting the CFOs.
No, they smart. They smart. You think we ain't got CFOs? Wow. Wow, yo.
And some birds out there, too, though.
Birds dropping.
Get him.
Yo.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Why do you love birds? Oh my god.
Yeah, you too. You dropped that FHA classic.
That classic on the streets.
Yeah.
Why you hit the streets with all that at once? That's like when the J.P. Morgan boat pulled up.
Yeah. Flooded him.
The one ain't nobody go to jail for?
Who needs all of that?
Nah, it went crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking we would start a little bit before that. We had your friend here. Let me listen for it.
Oh, yeah, shut up now. Yeah. When she become L? You got some classic moments.
Hey, yo, dog,
You
not
my
you.
dog.
Yo,
You
we
my
ain't
dog.
doing
Come
that.
on,
You my man. We ain't doing that.
Why you won't answer him? And stop,
Melissa.
squinting your eyes at me too, nigga. Well, open your eyes when you talking to us.
We just
yo.
wanna
Yo,
answer.
dog.
Yo, can you answer this question?
I asked it before. I didn't get an answer.
Yeah, but now this
now
is
you-
now this is Mel's friend asking.
Yeah, he asking.
Yo, dog, you know how long I've known Melissa for?
No.
No, how long have you known Mel,
Long
though?
time.
No.
How long have you known
A
Mel?
long time.
You know everybody.
I don't. You heard her say, yo, you been in my house. Like, you remember when I lived
didn't
on
hear
Pine
that.
Street?
I watched that episode 9
definitely
times.
said
I didn't hear it.
She definitely said that.
What part? Timestamp. Hey, timestamp, man.
Boy.
Sex I never
hear
heard
that
that
part.
part. This nigga got an imagination on him.
This nigga's
We ain't
so
doing that.
ignorant, my nigga. Word.
I'm Joe. I'm talking some shit, man. Y'all niggas can talk. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
No, I'm chilling. It's my peoples.
Nah, I just thought I shot at him because I said that he wasn't the cleanest of podcast members, but when he was here the other night chilling, and Giff went to sit down where Ian's sitting, and he moved the pillow, and there was
some
mad
Cheetos.
fucking Cheetos and paper towel stuff
Yo,
on there.
sometimes when he goes to the bathroom, I get the wrappers from down there and throw them in the garbage. It's some real stuff that was instrumental to learn when you was like 7 and 8 that he just skipped.
Like what?
Yeah, and I had to move the whole set to
Like,
do a
get
shoot
the-
here yesterday, and there was mad paper towels underneath the couch.
And it's like,
There was
at
a
least I
coffee
wash
cup
my
over there.
hands when I use the bathroom, you heathens.
We're talking about the mess part. We're not talking about the cleanliness.
Yeah, no, we
That's
appreciate
next to godliness or something in Corey's.
Something this.
Selfness.
Who knows what? Who knows what these atheists are thinking?
Yo, this guy's.
Y'all been on Corey about that for a minute, too.
Yo, you atheist?
No. I believe in God.
But what you think of them niggas though? Like how they brains?
What you think of them niggas?
I'll tell you something about God.
I think they just been through a lot. And just when things don't begin to make sense, you lose people that you love. You wonder, is there a God? Is there a bigger purpose, bigger universe? So, and then religion scar a bunch of us anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Religion has done a lot of harm.
Especially to us.
Absolutely. Even if you want to go into slavery and
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Roman Catholic Church funding that, and
Yeah.
that's just deep.
Yo, you ain't see the last episode on the Lakers shit.
Yeah, I did.
When Will Harris got in his bag and he said that he was asking his mom. His mom's like, just pray, pray, pray. And he's like, Mom, I pray to God every day. But how we going through this and they going through that? And his mother looked at him and said, yo, God loves the white people more. My nigga, that fucked me up. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, okay.
That's tough.
Like, how do you tell it? How do you explain that to your kids?
You explain it.
That?
Well, whatever your belief is, and that was hers. but
crazy.
whatever I wouldn't tell my kid that.
What would you tell your kid?
That's what I said.
I would teach my kid that everything and everybody, everything living has a role to play on this earth. And when it's your time, and you may just be a cog in a much greater play that you will never know because you have a role. Everything here has a role and a time to end, a time that we're birthed, a time that is over, and that's that. That's what I would say.
So if you are, let's just say hypothetically,
And I would explain it that way. I try to get a little more in depth, but that would be the main premise.
You 80, right? And Trey is 60. Now, this will never happen because of the path of your life. But for some people that have been poor and desolate their entire existence, how does my parent explain to me that my purpose that God set me forth on the earth was to play that role, and I'm supposed to subscribe to that?
Whoa. Great question. As a parent, you want to try to give your kid all the tools and teach them that their purpose is limitless. Mm-hmm. That's what you want to do. At some point, the ball gets to you and what you do with all the information you've received, not just from your parents, but from wherever you picked it up at. Yeah. And now you pass go. Mm-hmm. It's real time now. And that's on you. So whatever that role is now,
You got to figure that out.
that's what it is.
So you're
or you better figure it out before it's figured out for you.
So this goes back to one of our pods like a year ago. So I don't believe in fate.
Okay.
I believe that's nonsense. I don't
Faith or fake?
Fate.
Fate.
F-A-T-E.
Okay.
Like, I don't believe that I don't believe that everybody's path is already laid out for them. Because if that's the case, then what you just said is null and void.
I also do not believe in fate.
Yeah, I believe that even
If what's the case, then what I just said is
because you said, when your kid gets the ball, then it's up to them with the information that they've gathered and that they've ingested. It's up to them to make their own decisions. If you are a fate believer, then their decisions and their path is already predestined.
Preordained, yeah.
And I don't believe that.
You don't think certain moments are predetermined or preordained?
I think that God puts things in our path. And I think that it's your choice to go left or to go right.
But they say that luck is the intersection of preparedness.
Preparation.
Listen, don't get me older. Don't bullshit me to death.
But it's not bullshit.
That's not
To
bullshit.
me, it's not.
Let me ask you all a question. Let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
Do you so by that you don't think that everyone's fate is predetermined?
Never.
No.
Okay. So my next question to y'all is, so y'all don't think anything that is specific about you and you will play any part in how and why you end up in the time and space where you meet your demise?
I don't think I can answer.
Go ahead.
You shoot.
No, you shoot.
I don't.
Whatever path your life is on that you put yourself on,
Yeah.
and whatever characteristics you possess that lead you around this Monopoly board is going to get you one day to the green with the hotel on it. I'm not built that way. I'm not moving that way. And the things in my life are not leading me that way. It's leading me another way. So I might not meet that green with the hotel on it.
Change?
Excuse me?
How do you feel about personal change? If you make a change in your life,
what's the
that
change?
can alter.
Listen, it was written but was never told.
So I can answer
Keep the Jews, black man, it's even better than gold for me.
True.
I understand what y'all are saying. But nothing y'all are saying is deterring me from where I'm at, which is this shit is written already.
But you're talking about a demise. You're not talking about the path that got you to that demise. So
yes, I am.
Let me finish.
But I am.
Oh, but you didn't mention that.
Sure, I did.
You said your demise.
That's the path.
No, that's the end.
That's the path.
That's the end.
No, it's
your demise is the end. How you get to that end could be a wide array of things.
But that's why my question was what it was. Stop, because I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying, and then the floor is yours. My direct question was, you don't think that your demise, and when I say that, it means the end of the road, and who you are will play a part in how you got there. That was the route. The route. Then I started talking about the Monopoly board. Me, I'm in music. I might have to go catch a flight one day to do a gig over here and whatever. Kobe Bryant had to go to the basketball game. The helicopter was outside. Hey, this is where we at. Oh, shit.
But you switched careers.
So what? That's what I'm
But even
saying
that
to
could
you.
be,
No,
even,
I don't-
even
That's what I'm
even
saying
a
to
career
you.
switch could be.
That's what I'm saying. It's part of the path.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't believe.
We not that powerful. I mean, a few things we do know. We as humans, as powerful as we are only but so powerful. We not arrogant enough
me
to
ask you a
think that
question.
the decision I'm making to change my career path is what's going to ultimately change my fate. You're not thinking y'all in charge of your fate.
I think so.
If you think
Oh,
everything is
please.
predetermined, then why work so hard?
Yeah. Why are you working?
Hope.
Of what?
And to change the route.
Gotcha.
The
okay.
destination could be
just said-
the
see, now-
destination
I
could be
agree with you.
final.
Yeah.
I think that I have a say in changing
Impact
the
on what
route.
angle- yeah,
I
or
just
degree of
said
change.
that,
Yeah.
and you argue me. Hear me, yo.
ahead.
Don't
Go
turn
ahead.
around.
Go ahead.
We having
I'm
a
listening.
conversation.
I'm listening.
I said, yo, the route or the end. You said both, because I was saying, yo, we could go take different paths to get to the same destination point. The path is not predetermined, and then you just said that it is, and then you said no, but I worked so hard to change the path. So which one is it?
All right, let me see if I understand, because I've just been listening. It sounds like what he's saying is the hope is that you can change the path. You can't, but you believe you can. That's why
Let's
you're
put in
working
the
so
effort
hard.
too. Yeah.
You're trying to change something that you really can't change. Your path is laid out. Every move, like everything you do, is the path that you want is going to get you there, wherever your end game is. But you think
I think that
the work you're putting in is actually affecting it.
I think it's the
It's
concept
not.
of
No, it's not.
It's
I
not.
think
I
the
don't see-
concept of fate and
I don't see the contradiction.
preordained paths of life is like a potential either crutch or
Liberator, maybe.
yeah, maybe
It's an
maybe.
excuse. It's an excuse.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to me.
Either way,
I get
it could
that.
be a
I
crutch
get
or a
his point.
motivator.
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, it's an excuse to go left or right.
What's an excuse?
Yes.
I didn't understand.
You believing in your fate or you believing in a predetermined path or ending is an excuse. So let me get back to your point. My point is this: if you believe in the Bible, right? So for me,
It's pessimistic to me.
you can't kind of have a belief in the Bible, but then you believe in fate because they're opposites.
Ish, I don't know nothing about
No,
none
I'm
of
about
that
to-
religious
They opposites.
shit.
Yeah, because the Bible said God gives us free will to make our own choices.
But the Bible also says God knows everything that's going to happen. And knows
the
what we're
Bible's
gonna
full
do.
of hypocrisy.
But-
We don't have to.
I'm not
That
talking
is-
about
he
the
got-
Bible
yeah.
ever.
That-
And
me
nothing,
neither.
and nothing that I said.
So my thing is this: if your path is already laid out, you don't have a reason to work.
And I disagree with that.
Because if your path is laid out,
If
no
you
matter-
don't work, then you're on a different path.
but that means your path ain't laid out.
That's not true. That's not true. I don't know what
You
you're
guys
not
are
understanding
closer
about
in
what I'm saying.
agreement than you think.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what he's having trouble with something that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ish.
If your path,
You know how they say for the street niggas it's jail or death. That's what they say. That's the line.
Yeah.
They say there's no successful niggas. That path is laid out. Great, you could start there. It's on you to fucking try to wiggle out of that path because you have a preconceived idea of what will happen if you continue down this way. It's the same Monopoly board. I have mad different paths that I could go down, all with a fate. They all have a different door at the end of the escape room. It's on me to choose it, but they're laid out. They're laid out already.
you're saying something different.
No, I am not.
Listen.
You keep trying to say that, but you're not. You're telling me to listen. You don't understand what I'm saying.
You
I
just
think
said
what-
we have multiple paths.
My characteristics, what I am made up of, is what's going to choose these routes and why. So my question was, do you think that whatever it is specific to you is going to play a part in you landing in your death spot? In that, I am discussing route, and when you respond, it's like you're not hearing the route part.
Yeah, because initially you said it's one route. Now you're saying there's multiple routes.
The route you take is the one route, though. No,
I don't understand what he's saying.
I'm asking you because look. All right, let me. I'm just trying to understand
I'm
everybody's
gonna
point.
explain it.
All right, because I try to break it down.
We go out here, we can make a left or a right. When we get to the corner, we can make a left or a right. It's two totally different routes.
Correct. Now,
Joe is saying that he initially said that the route is already predetermined and your demise is gonna be where it's gonna be. The route is already there. But then he said there's multiple routes that you could take predicated on your decisions.
You started with multiple routes, left or right.
Left or right.
Yeah, that's my stance. My stance is I don't believe in fate though.
But what he's saying,
And what
is
I'm
the
saying
person
is-
you are is going to dictate that you make that right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
that's your
saying.
path.
I'm saying
The
the same
person
thing
you
you
are.
said. I'm walk out the house.
There is
I could go
multiple
left
paths,
or
but
right.
who I
That's-
am is going to make that decision, which is put me on my path already.
Yes.
Which leads me to the end.
That is what I'm saying.
means you
Hold
have
on. Let
one
me add to
path.
that. Let me add.
Go ahead.
Y'all splitting hairs.
Yeah, it's all right. It's cool.
Y'all really argue like
But if
this.
I make a left or a right, they shooting on the left side. They dropping bombs over there. I don't know neither. I'm left-handed, and maybe I feel like I go lucky this day, so I go that way. Whatever's going to happen on that route is going to happen, but there are still multiple routes I can take, and I'm going to choose one of them based on what makes me up.
Based on your characteristics, what do you think your ultimate purpose or fate is?
Repeat the question.
Based on your current, like your makeup and characteristics, like what do you think your purpose or fate is? Since if you believe that there's like a predetermined path,
That's a
for
very
you.
heavy question.
Very good question.
But
Not for me. I mean, it's
You're
the
a thinker,
it-
super
it's
introspective.
it's the race. So you want to pass the baton to whoever you want to pass it to. For me, because there's some people that don't want kids. There's some people that, but for me, you want to pass the baton, having beat your person in the race in a much better spot.
yeah,
So you can go on, because it's not about me. That's why I'm saying humans be so arrogant. Like when I think about the purpose, it don't end with me.
yeah.
It end with purpose long term, longer than our existence could be, right? Back to arrogance. Hey, there's mad routes. You're gonna pick one and you're gonna be kicking ass. And then you get whatever you get in life. So whatever disease just is made up inside of you that you don't know about, that been festering, niggas don't have a say-so in nothing. That's laid out. Some things are laid out.
Some things
and
are
life
definitely
is
laid out.
better
I'm with you on that.
when we don't know it. Because that's our role on the planet, is to not know certain things. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the things that the government conceals. I'm not talking about the man-made stuff. I'm talking about the
Genetic
real
makeup.
shit. Like every time I walk outside, I say, there's some shit under there I want to know. They ain't found it in the ocean.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think about just the earth holistically that way. Humans, we talk about this sometimes. All we do is fuck shit up. I don't think that whatever role my cog is to play in this ends with me. So
No,
I
of
try to
course
come
not.
in here and just give out information.
All of our beings are way too complex to think that something begins or ends with you. Like we are way too intertwined. Even if you're a social introvert or whatever, you're still intertwined in a society in a way that you can't possibly believe that what you do in life only applies to you, and that's it.
Yeah, so I want to make my net as wide as possible. On the way here, we were talking about fishing nets and there being levels, and some people's fishing net being really, really wide, and some being very, very small. Some people got the biggest dick in the room during the threesome, and you want little dick nigga, you say, why the fuck is he in the room with me? Like, why are you here, nigga? Look at this.
Hey, yo, don't point over here when you say the little dick nigga.
I said
You like,
this.
yo, the little dick nigga over
I
here.
said like this.
Comments gonna be wild.
Yeah, don't be doing, you know what I mean?
This.
Yo, don't
But
do
anyway, so I just want my net to be as wide as possible, so I could cover as many routes and people as possible. I don't know if I inspired an astronaut that figures out that we could go to Saturn, or I don't. That's where my brain goes. Like my brain goes all over the place. In terms of this, fucking who's the best rapper in the world? Fucking like shit like that. Like for me, really, when I'm home in my head, don't waste my time. I come in here and talk about all the bullshit. But in real life, it ain't too many words, because people want to spend time talking about things that for me are trivial, irrelevant, insignificant,
Facts.
don't matter in the long term.
Facts.
You give that time to your girl because you have to.
Big facts.
I mean, all right, but I mean, my brain is in a whole nother different. So
Yep, same question for you.
What's that?
Question you just asked.
My purpose? To help others. Not being, just to help
Mine is to
others.
teach. Like, I get joy out of teaching people shit.
Yeah.
You
Same.
know what I'm saying? Like, I found that I literally get some fulfillment
out
from
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like growing up in the AME church,
Gems, ish.
what I do in teaching and investing is the part that I wish that was covered in church. I hated being in Sunday school. Loved my grandma. Damn, we was in Sunday school, 7 a.m. to 5.
Can't watch Sunday football.
My God, no fun. Come home, you have that high from the sermon. Then Sunday night hit. Not enough money in the house.
Yeah.
So that's my
real life hit.
Boy.
I'm a facilitator. I think that's my role.
Really?
Help other people communicate and help by helping.
I think that everybody's at their best self when they do that, though, right? Like when you just look to help. Or the people we love the most.
Some people need to
I
be.
had to learn that.
Huh?
I had to learn that.
Some people need to be. What's the word? Selfish, I guess, to some degree. I think there is value in people that are selfish. There is people that just.
In what way?
People that have a strong belief and just go head forward no matter what.
Yeah.
I think can have a valid purpose.
Nah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest people, I think, in history, they was just selfish motherfuckers.
Why is that selfish?
And they just
I was going to
achieved
ask
greatness.
that too. Yeah.
Why is that selfish?
They might have been doing it for a different reason.
Because a lot of times, for you to achieve your greatness, is at the expense of others.
Absolutely.
And so I think when you don't take into account other people and their position based off some of your actions, I think that's selfish. So you can achieve greatness if you shit on these people for your own personal gain, cool, but at the expense of these people, that's selfish.
And not for nothing, sometimes
But there's a flip side to that.
sometimes what is better for people as a whole, society as a whole, may affect some people negatively.
Sure. That's true.
But the bigger goal is for everyone to be better.
Totally agree.
And that's a problem that we kind of have in this country now is everyone is very selfish and
Selfishly. Some of our best doctors in the history of mankind, they perform brutal acts on people. To get to that level and to get that knowledge, somebody had to be the sacrificial lamb for the betterment of society. But while they was doing that shit, it was horrible. Like some of the gynecological breakthroughs, some of the dental breakthroughs, some of that shit was performed on slaves or performed on black people with no anesthesia.
Yeah.
They was taking black women's uteruses out and looking to see what, you get what I'm saying? But now we are where we are in medicine because of some of those experiments.
And travesties, yeah.
So in getting to us to where we are today in greatness, and we have the highest birth rate in the history of humankind, all of that other shit. Some shit had to go down to get us here. So in your greatness, and we got buildings named after these people, they were some selfish, evil motherfuckers. So you get what I'm saying?
The ends justify the means.
Yeah. So you could be a selfish motherfucker, and you could be trying to accomplish some shit, but at the expense of others that affect them in a bad way.
It's possible to be. You think it's possible to be selfish but not immoral? Because I think we conflate the two sometimes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I think that selfish, in my opinion, is you just putting yourself first.
I think by definition, yeah, it's a good
Right? But you don't necessarily have to be immoral in doing so.
True.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You agree or disagree?
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
we capitalist kings. We're gonna agree a lot. You still ain't told me how she became male, but
I've been asking.
Yo, Aki, that's what you doing.
I mean, it's
My
a
dog,
Hey, yo,
valid
you mean
question.
you though?
this is just for the Patronis, right?
And it was a valid question, but I mean, forget it.
What would you say?
Nobody's
These are
gonna
just
get
jokes, right?
Go ahead, man. Next
Go ahead,
next
boy.
You got the segue.
Next,
Come on.
next thingamajig,
Yeah.
How do you think I feel
Corey, ask
carrying,
twice,
that, carrying that pressure? Right? Every time you look
No,
at me, I'm just supposed to pull some shit out my
Ian,
ass. Huh?
Ian,
No,
Ian, you're a financial genius. What happened to all the coke on the Chase boat?
I can
They
either
sold it.
confirm. Thank you. Do it again. Not about to ruin my
What
relationship.
are y'all talking about?
Hey Nicole. Hey Jamie. Black Rock Citadel. I'm with Ice. I'm a sellout. I'm gonna still be for the culture and help the people.
Yeah.
Let me get my bag.
I'm gonna get
first.
mine though.
I'll tell you all the secrets.
Well, they sold that coke. I don't know what these
Damn
niggas
sure ain't
talking
get
about.
destroyed. It ain't
Yeah,
drowned.
the coke is on the streets.
Yeah. They ain't even have a warehouse big enough to put a big ass barge full of coke.
Where they put the coke? In your
Baltimore.
On 21st Street? Yeah, that's exactly where it's at. Little Kit Kat. But we were talking some introspective shit to you.
Till I what? I've been
Oh, to
trying to
you.
shut up.
Did the mail shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm chilling.
No.
Y'all been having such an interesting talk. I'm kind of feeling good just sitting back chilling. At some point, we'll get to the Amazon and stocks and all the obvious shit, but
we gotta have some show notes. I know you got 42 things you want to
no,
talk
Ian,
about.
there's no show notes.
no.
We come in
Oh,
here,
for real?
we just
We
talk,
kick it.
and whenever there's dead air, they look to me and say, hit it, Jack.
Yeah, we look right
That's
to
what
you.
they do.
Yeah, right to Joe.
How do you carry that burden though? Not just for me, man, how many hours a week y'all in here? 25, 30?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Friend of the
say,
show. I may be the first platinum friend of the show.
25-ish. Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like how you carry
a
that.
lot.
'Cause I'm exhausted just from doing Mondays. Like how the fuck do y'all? I ask Corey all the time. Like how you do this? Well, you just got to do it and get to the gym. I'm like, dog, I be tired.
You tired from doing Mondays.
I'll hop on Monday, Patreon up.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Saturday.
See, that's the other thing.
man.
I'm built for tougher than most of y'all, and you got to learn that.
Yeah.
You got to learn that. And I'm not saying that you be tired after a day.
Hell yeah, we be tired. All of us
Tired
be tired.
as hell.
Shit, what?
Yeah.
But look, see,
That's
like
an
he said,
art.
he's built. Imagine us.
Being new, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I walked in from never sitting down doing this shit at all.
Yeah.
To
You're a supreme shit talker though. It was an easy transition for you though.
yeah, but it's different when you're sitting here and you got to keep talking. There's a
Absolutely.
camera on
Now,
you.
you know what happens?
It's a lot different.
This is what I think. I think that sometimes your brain just get mushy. No bullshit. Like
Yeah.
I could go home, my girl would be like, "What y'all discuss?" I'd be like, "I really
No
won't
clue.
know.
No clue.
Yeah.
No.
I really won't know." Like it just start to all be like fucking the Matrix. You just be pulling shit out. Like sometimes it's just overwhelmingly you just talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And then there's topics. You're running out of topics sometimes. So even with that, we'll just pull shit out our ass sometimes and it'll be some of the best shit in the world. But, you know.
As a leader though, how do you, because I'm trying to be kinder, softer, not as direct.
Are you the leader of your podcast?
I'm the leader of my group for sure. And then also too, like, I come up with all the segments. Like, of
Okay.
course it's collaboration. Shout out to the guys, Troy and Rashad.
Yeah.
But
I don't mean no disrespect to your
yeah.
co-host.
But
no, those are guys.
yeah.
But how do you deal with it when it's like, shit, you're tired or got into an argument with your girl or your kid is bothering you, and it's like, how do you manage that part of
Oh,
like,
see, that's the thing. Y'all podcasters are still trying to have lives.
I was about to say that too. I was about to say,
Kind of right.
That's why
that's-
why
he's
Joker
kinda-
kind of
he's
put his
kinda-
head
that's the
down.
thing.
Yeah.
Joker kind of put his head down a little more. Well, I know a little, way more than me because I'm doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was talking this morning. What you said? We got out the truck. I forgot. Like, yo, I'm just consuming information all day, all week.
that's his job. Yeah,
What'd
he's
you
a
say?
research
see,
department.
and that's just the thing, right? And that's the other mistake that people make. Yeah, we on air twice a week, or we come in here and talk twice a week.
4 times a week though. Really, we on air
Yeah.
4 or 5 times a week.
5.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from this standpoint.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just sit and
We
talk.
come in here twice a week and sit and talk. So you naturally would think the gig is to come in and sit and talk
It's not.
twice
It's
a week.
the
and
gig
it's
is
not.
the off days.
The gig is what you're
Facts.
doing in the off days.
Facts.
So I try to have mercy on you. You got shit you're doing. Duh. You can't do. And you ain't really trying to make the extra oomph in it because you still want a life. See, and that's where I be suffering. You got to find that grace and balance because people still want lives. People still want to do it a certain way. People still want to be popular. People still want to. Now I'm not talking about these guys, but just in general, right? My life
Is this.
entirely
Yeah.
is dictated. I
Yeah.
plan life around
Around this.
life.
No doubt.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth it?
Huh?
You
For
think
me,
it's worth it?
For me, fuck yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
For me, fuck yeah.
I was just watching. I think it was one of the Letterman interviews. I forgot which interview it was, but he was talking about he did that shit for 60 years for NBC and CBS.
Indiana native.
Huh?
Indiana native.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he had his first kid at 50 something.
Fuck.
It was like looking back,
I
he's
couldn't do
like, I shouldn't do all that shit.
I couldn't do
Because
that.
I wanted to do the work.
I think it's what you know. I think that some people they just get consumed in it. I think
I do. I know I do.
if you look at Kobe Bryant
And it's worth it.
and
for
you
me.
hear people talk about Kobe Bryant or you hear people talk about Jerry Rice, it's just what you know. And some people, that's what they know. They really are good at a few things. And so those things, you just master those particular things, and that's who you are. It's damn near built into your DNA.
Yeah.
So you got other top-notch athletes and top-notch basketball players that couldn't keep up with this Kobe nigga. Like, yo, this nigga was like a machine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who he was. And the sad part, even with his demise, is you started to see him come down off of the robot and be a human being that we've never seen before.
Into
like
the family.
Yeah, we never seen niggas smiling as much.
Yeah.
The nigga was kind of corny. You ain't never seen niggas shake hands and really chop it up. He was like in the corner by himself most times socially.
Yeah.
We started to see a more humanistic him. I think that once people devote, like, let's say hypothetically, you had a Joe Budden network and it had 15 shows. You could kind of relax, right?
Depending on who the talent was.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it might be.
That
It's
sounds
actually
like a headache.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, but the headache would be a different headache. The headache would be more of an executive role as opposed to I gotta talk every day role.
There's only one problem with that.
You get what I'm saying?
There's only one problem with that.
What's up? I can't wait.
Can't find another Charles Barkley.
Facts.
So
That's not so. That's not so. You could be
That's
executive
hard.
all you want and put 20 shows out there and they all doing what they doing. But you, Charles Barkley, it's different.
yeah.
I think that's mindset.
Nick Cannon just sat here and said they wouldn't give me my network deal without me being the guy to do it.
Yeah.
Know why that is?
he's
Because it's
him.
tough finding another one of that.
Yeah.
You don't find it. That exists.
But even in that, stay there. The role that he took was way more minimalistic than other roles he had been in the past. So he got the network deal, he said, on NBC, and they leveraged him to host the show. That hosting of the show ain't what he was doing before. Like, that's a little more lighthearted. I'm focused over here. All right, cool. Y'all gonna use me. I'm gonna use y'all. We gonna make a marriage. But I can still relax a little bit. If you had, let's just say, we just hypothetically speaking, you had 10, 15 shows, and you had a network deal, your mind would be focused on other shit higher than finding out what the topic's gonna be on the pod every Tuesday and Friday.
People will copy y'all shit. Lights, setup, everything. And won't like I'm seeing people same with EYL. They'll clip y'all interview, put another tag on it, and act like it was their content.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, damn, you can't even reshare in your story or on your
Give
page.
me my props, man.
Like, dog. Had the same cadence, same tonality. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't think we
everybody
wanna-
want the thing about podcast. Everybody want different things and got a different way to go about getting it. Like, so you'll have the person that'll see that and spend the day mad that their clip got another watermark on it, and
that's wild.
but if that's how you gonna get your business going, and hey, go ahead and do it. I think I got another way, and in mine, I can't focus on you doing that. I'm gonna call the flagger nigga, and
yeah,
that's gonna be the end of
strike it
that.
down. How many podcasters actually make money? STK Clip knock this out if I can. That's my personal question.
You the finance guy.
but y'all got different inner workings.
What you think? What percentage you think?
A black podcast?
Podcast.
You're asking different questions
Those
now.
are two different questions.
Podcasters or black podcasters?
Let's go general and then black.
There's
Okay,
a lot
and
of
in
podcasts.
that,
So the percentage is
what
low.
is money? Because money's relative.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah, for
They don't have to. They don't have to work.
Oh,
super low?
Oh man, that's very
Shit.
very.
Super low.
I would think that to be
1%.
I would think it
Less
might be
than
less.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know how many podcasts are out there?
There's a lot of podcasts.
too many.
Yeah.
Damn. You said less than 1%.
I can't say
Look,
too many though, because
I really think
that's
in the
picture
black
shoot,
space, it may be
Keep in mind that 0.002% of all 750,000 podcasts that are out there are making any decent money on Patreon. That's on
just
Patreon.
But yeah,
And decent is
that's
relative.
crazy.
Decent is relative.
decent as well.
like look, do all podcasters make money? To be frank, most make zero. In fact, many podcasts have negative cash flow because they spend money buying equipment and
Expenses.
paying hosting fees before they earn a single dollar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people forget. It's
And I told you,
I know who making what and who ain't making
I
what.
told you that was the reason why I did it in my podcast right there. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm paying for
Expenses.
all this,
Yeah,
and for what? Oh yeah, no.
So on the black side, 10%.
No.
What?
What are you
10% of the.
I'm asking,
there
bro.
may be
I
some-
don't.
8,
I'm
7%.
asking out
I'll
of
jump out.
ignorance.
It may
I
be
don't
10
know.
black podcasts that make money
10
in my opinion.
podcasts
in total. This is my opinion. Ian Dunlap only, not Joe Budden of the Joe Budden Network. Sue me. I'll say in 10 a stretch. The stories I be hearing about people selling their fucking rights before. How you sell the rights to your show before you get started?
My nigga, 10.
Damn.
Dog, when I found out,
I'm about to carry the one. Hold up.
I don't know if
One.
I'm saying too much. I'm
Two.
like,
No, you cooking to me.
you sold the rights to your entire show?
Before you did a show?
Huh? And they think I'm crazy. I be in a little meetings putting UTA and William Morris on the phone. Like, what y'all gonna do? I don't know. I wasn't supposed to do it. Like, most people don't have business acumen, and then
Zero. And that'd be the thing. And a lot of people come from talent-driven businesses. And they think that the talent equals the bread.
No.
And it don't. You gotta have some business knowledge and some business acumen to get to the bread. You could be talented as a fuck, but it ain't gonna translate into no money.
What Nick Cannon told us, the first thing he said was, "Like, shouts my lawyer for being able to get
did.
that done." That's the business acumen right there.
That he did.
Being able to get it done.
Or no, that's the delegation part where you had to
That's part of business. Actually.
get at
part of business
That's
acumen.
true,
That's business.
but that could have been luck. Somebody put you on that lawyer, and he just happened to be the great lawyer. You ain't necessarily handpick a lawyer at 19 or 17 years old that you knew
But look at the
was going.
circles he
Will
was
Smith.
True.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you're in a
yeah.
different level of
Yeah.
You're on a different higher
then-
plateau.
And I wanted to know where you got in your account
Like you.
of 10.
I was at 9. Oh wait, I was at 9. I think.
I don't know if I can get to that.
Can I hear the 9?
Absolutely. Us. I'm assuming because I don't know half these.
It's all
names.
assumption.
Gillian Wallow, Marlon Rory.
Wait, these people or entities? Pods. 10 pods.
Pods.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Drink
I said
champs.
Drink champs. Mandy and Bridget, the Reed.
I don't know if the read is still in production, but
Pivot.
that's 6.
I'm
7,
athlete.
8.
I think I was at 9.
Y'all consider Desus Samero or no?
It's not a podcast.
It's not.
No.
It's a production now.
It started. Well,
It's a show.
okay, so
That's why I said you
yeah,
consider it.
that's tricky because it started as a podcast.
Yeah.
Earn your leisure.
Well, that's. I mean,
85 South.
all this shit gets blurry
Yeah,
line
probably,
for me
yeah.
though, because is Drink Champs a show or a podcast?
It's a pod.
It's
they,
a pod.
They release as a pod.
They just don't release it.
But they release as a show too.
Yeah, but they release as a pod too, and started as a
Oh,
pod.
Jesus Samero no longer.
Jesus and Mero do
pod.
not release.
Got
as
it.
a
Okay.
pod.
Okay.
Right, that's
Got
just
it.
really
They are just a show.
So I named 10 that I would assume are profitable. I don't know half of the people I named. I'm just assuming that based on the traction and again the notoriety that they have.
And I'm sure that there are more that are profitable, but those are the ones
Like, that are full time?
Those are the 10.
Man, very few.
Yeah, especially full time.
full time.
That speaks about.
I never even thought about full time. See, my life is this shit. Full time, part time. What is part time?
But no, because you walked into
Lucky
it.
y'all.
You walked into it, damn near
I walked into what?
the pot. Like you had it structured where it was gonna be.
worked
I don't remember it
into
like that.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Your goal when you started off.
Fuck me up. Yo,
We ain't teaming up on y'all.
Don't rewrite my
it's
story,
cool.
goddamn.
No. Did you ever think that
That you would ever
Yeah.
be this rich?
your pod wasn't gonna take off, asshole? You ain't think you thought your pod was gonna take off
Did I think my pod would take off?
to become self-sustaining?
No.
You never thought it would.
I hoped it would. And I wanted to work for it to be. But that was contingent upon a bunch of things. And like the market would have to do something different. Like,
I think y'all pushed the market.
Absolutely.
well,
I really give
Yeah,
you
but
props because
while you're in the
or even when
process
I'm
of
arguing
doing
for
so-
you, because of course we gotta argue for you like you one of our kids.
Y'all
Did
funny.
you say Joe's your son?
No, I said we fight and argue.
I'm joking.
Yo, dog, you don't be arguing?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, you an asshole. Like, yo,
don't
what's
care
where
what
you
they
fuck
think.
with that nigga, man? You robbed them niggas, man. You can't be
but how
over
do
there.
you get there though? Because I'm still battling.
I don't
Yeah,
argue.
yeah.
I don't argue neither.
Yeah, they won't say it to you. But anyway, it's like,
You
yo,
don't think people
You
say
said how I get there to
disrespectful
not
things
argue
to
with
me?
them?
Yeah,
I just ignore them. I don't care.
you the troll father though.
yeah, right.
so
So,
you're
so
black
if
with
somebody
like-
comes up and be like, yo, dog,
they're-
how
they're
you fuck with that
trademark
nigga, man? He robbed them niggas, man. That shit. Yo, you got. I'm like, yo, dog, fuck out of here. But what I'm saying is this.
Yeah,
I
see, that's
believe
not
Oh,
argument.
that cleans that up for me.
I believe we get into it. I believe that in a black space, without the Joe Budden podcast, if you just erase the Joe Budden podcast from ever being in existence, podcasting in the black community would not be not even a tenth of where it is.
Facts.
You guys were so popular and so hot that one, it gave people faith that they could do it. Two, it made people relate to just me and my niggas sitting around kicking it, laughing and joking. And then you are the person.
And then 3, it showed corporate interest that there is value in it.
That too.
That's the most
You open the
important one.
market up.
That too.
That's the most important one.
And it showed shareholders proof of concept with
Yeah,
the exclusive model.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
place I'm going. It showed viable business.
So
That's what it did.
Yeah.
So I think that
And then the floodgates were open, and it was mad money everywhere for podcasters. See, that's why niggas like me enjoy this space now, where them doors is closed.
Ooh, real fast.
I love that. Every podcaster don't.
of course they don't.
Yeah, no. I want to see everybody's backstroke.
There was a lot of people that jumped in the game thinking
I
that
want to
this
see
is free money over here.
I want to see everybody's breaststroke.
All you gotta do is
How you swimming?
put up a couple mics and talk.
How you swimming out there? I want to see
A
it.
million times.
And I tell people that too. Like, dog, I think when I'm comfortable, I'll talk a motherfucker into head off. Do that 2-3 times a week.
No, forget that.
And
Do that
still-
for 2 hours.
No,
just sit there and
no
do that.
people
for
could do it for 2 hours.
Fam, not
do
every-
it.
do it without
be entertaining.
stopping, no dead
be
air,
engaging
and go.
and provocative for 3 times a week.
You could do it and just FHA and have Mel pull up.
Yeah, Mel,
You know what I mean?
we out of here, bro.
Mel, fly, come back to New York. When you go to real estate pod?
When I'm gonna do a real estate pod?
Why don't y'all
I don't
collaborate?
know.
You know, I'm down.
Y'all should collaborate.
I don't know.
Good segue and alley. Look at him.
He's 6'5".
See, my brains. I thought that was
I'm a
horrible.
facilitator.
Teach us.
Listen to this hater, Parks. He hated on your assist.
Not about the park segue. I'm talking about when things like that happen, right? Look what just happened. You asked him a question that has been the 8 ball by the corner pocket for a long time now.
Couple years, yeah.
He starts smiling and doing some light skin bullshit.
That's not true though. But go ahead. Keep
Flooded
going.
his eyes and shit.
A whole nother man said, what did you say?
Y'all should do the pod together.
Brian, y'all should pod together. And you said, anytime. And all of that is null and void
Why is that?
because y'all talking to him.
That's not true.
Then explain it to us. Because I lose sleep over this.
So with regards to a real estate pod,
And I don't want to say pod because I say real estate anything.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's a bunch of different things. One, it's layers to it, and it's factors that come into play. So sitting down and talking is one thing. So that's an avenue that really ain't never really been discussed. But as far as we've discussed
Real estate podcast?
yeah, not with me. We've discussed construction shows. We've discussed construction segments, stuff like that. With those construction segments, people are visual, so you actually need physical spots to host or show people what you're doing. So you're not going to have an HGTV segment that's based on theory. You got to be able to show people something in the HGTV segment that's going to draw them in. Hence the popularity with Chip and JoJo.
Yeah.
Right?
Or any of the million.
Or any
home
of
building,
them. Any of them.
shows.
Because
they're
before and
fantastic.
after, the before and afters and the shock value is what sells the show. And then secondly, the personalities of the hosts are what sell the show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they separated themselves.
Yeah.
Because Chip and JoJo were personable and Chip was silly enough and playful enough to pull the people in. JoJo a little.
Can I push back on that?
Absolutely.
The FHA episode, Patreon, proved that wrong. You put on a fucking clinic.
You did.
Yeah.
He outsmarts himself.
Wait.
with all this
Stay
extra
there.
shit
No,
he be
stay
talking.
there.
But a lot of people
We're
do.
talking about
lot of people-
sustainability. We're talking about
That's
sustainability.
sustainable.
Yo,
Listen-
Ish, you're going through. Let me interrupt you briefly.
Yeah.
You're going through the creative conundrum right now,
Thank you.
Yeah.
and you don't know that you're a creative.
Overwhelmed.
Maybe you are a creative, but what you're going through is a creative conundrum. I know because I go through it all the time.
Same.
Like I could do X, Y, and Z, but damn, should I do it? Because would it work? How would I maintain it? You are at the point right now where you're at the tip of the diving board, and do I jump? Do I not jump as a creative?
All of the things that's coming out your mouth right now are matters of importance.
Yeah.
And you're going to think of 30 million more things. That's a matter of importance.
And all of that is content, by the way.
And I know, because I was in the same seat. Corey will tell you. Corey, you beat my foot. Dog, I got to do more. Got to push more. The people need you. It's fear. It is.
No, it could be. Listen, I'm not.
It is fear.
It's doubt with regards to.
Yeah, doubt, fear, same thing.
It's they in the same.
They're
They
cousins.
cousins. Yeah, they cousins.
What are you doubting? You have a skill set and you master
It's
your
about
craft.
the material.
The material's there.
Possibly. I'm not
It's there.
disagreeing.
Like for me personally, if I can share what I've learned, as long as you tell people what you're doing and you're honest as you've always been, that's the fucking blueprint. Like,
I got a drill over there. Like, we could, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we put some sound panels up and shit. Like, but for me, who would have thought like a black kid from Indiana would be like a leading thought leader on investing that curses? From where we
That
come
wear
from,
hoodies.
yeah, like man, get them the fuck out of here.
That's true.
But if you help the most, man, that's all that really matters. Even when you frame, hey, it's homeboys talking about on a podcast. I never looked at the show like that. I always looked at this as like the premier place for business and music education. Y'all put the little entertainment veneer shit on top. Like even when the Spotify deal didn't work, I told him, I'm like, dog, that shit needs to be in Harvard Business School. I'm like, y'all niggas been masquerading as a entertainment podcast forever. This is B school shit. People don't see because it's coming from you.
yeah.
Sure.
But I'm like, dog, to be able to survive and maneuver, collaborate, help. That's why I be asking you, like, how you deal with frustration. Because I know how it can help be the building, and then people attack. And me knowing some of the, I'm like, dog, some of y'all want to bring shit to the table. It's me saying it. Ian Dunlap only, not Joe Budden. Nobody else in here. The Red Panda Rebellion, sue me, I got it.
Sue him. That's my favorite line now.
Nah, I agree.
No Joe Budden.